Everybody get ready, come to the rock steady. It's Baba Boom time this year. Don't lose.
I was born in Bombay, and my parents came here when I was just a year old. That was back in '79. So I had very little choice in the matter. And grew up here on Sheikh Zayed Road at a time when there was nothing there but sand and 3 buildings. And amidst that kind of dearth of culture, when I left over here, I veered away from studying mechanical engineering and worked my way into cultural anthropology and filmmaking. Went to Duke University and then did my master's at the Film Academy in direction and cinematography. I was always interested in non-fiction content, in the potential for documentaries to realize the human experience. Truth really is stranger than fiction. I think that the value, the lessons of the communication that can be achieved through non-fiction films, documentary programs, is far more valuable than what most often is done with fiction, where fiction normally is dominated by large, huge demand for just entertainment. So I pursued non-fiction filmmaking, but it's not the most feasible way to make a living, especially in a place like Dubai. And so, parallel to making features, I direct and sometimes produce corporate and commercial films. Various clients such as Dubai Media City, Damas. I've made commercials for the film festival as well. That keeps you afloat in this market. There's a lot of commercial work developing here, and there's still not enough talent to service it all. However, how well it's all serviced is another matter, and I think that we have a long way to go here still. While the level of advertising and communications agencies is quite high, I think that on the level of at the end of the clients, at the end of some of the individual filmmakers that are over here, we all have a lot to learn in kind of bridging gaps between branding and filmmaking, and that really wraps up what I do here. You know what, I'm not going to answer the question because it's something that always pins you. You always pin to it, and in this business, your next projects, your next films, or your next big ideas are not the easiest things to launch. And until I'm certain of where I'm going with it next, I wouldn't discuss. I have 4 ideas in the pipeline, 3 for films and 1 for a media idea. And although I'm very keen on both of them, 2 of the film ideas are, as in my earlier film From Dust, which looks at the cost of economic development in the aftermath of natural disasters. These films also look at the price that the poor pay for economic development in third world countries such as India. However, it's a tricky film to create and engage. We'd be heavily involved in filming some of the large crime units in certain parts of India, just to show why crime is increasing so much over there. And on the commercial and corporate end, I've been developing kind of creative online video strategies for certain consultancy firms and blue chip clients that I have over here, where we've been using videos and their websites to further their marketing agendas, or just to provide a personal feel and to get their consumer base and their clients to get a feel of the organization through interviews with various personnel. I finished making my film in 2005, and at that time I was trying to really get it out the international marketplace, and it finally did well. It got to the Tribeca Film Festival into hot docs, and where it started picking up distribution. And at the same time, over here there was very little awareness of what was going on with my film and what other filmmakers were also doing. And so I happened to meet Rahma and and just upon my first kind of meeting with them, how casual they were about the whole thing, and completely not kind of commercially driven behind it. They had the same objective of kind of assisting filmmakers in the media infrastructure over here in just bringing about awareness of us and of the work we're doing. And so we took it forward, and I think we started in the summer, during which I thought they wouldn't be able to do much stuff, but they managed to put together screenings, various kind of press articles, which were not PR driven, which is what neither one of us wanted. They were very interested in what the film was really about, what filmmaking is about, and they were just natural questions that were addressed, and I had the flexibility to answer them, and that was what was published. And that to me was real value in terms of public relations. It's hard to measure value in both advertising and in PR, and also where you get the value out of it, but you definitely do get value out of it. For now, when a film industry, or media industry for that matter, is nascent, the most valuable thing you can do is get people's names out. There are still so many filmmakers over here who I don't know about, and that's a shame. But there are so many more filmmakers that I know today because of the awareness that's being built, and filmmakers and media companies, producers, financiers, and audiences that know about my work and the film through just the work that was done, and that's invaluable. I don't think that hard work and passion can exist without each other. They really go hand in hand, and one follows on or feeds the other. And everywhere, beyond even filmmaking, everywhere I've seen people who are passionate about what they do. There's a lot of hard work that accompanies it, and they're driven towards it. Ultimately, that's the hard work kind of almost serves that or satiates that passion. And in filmmaking, you can't make films if you don't have passion. I think it goes without saying, any person that goes to watch a film, and any good film, you can see the passion behind it.
Ba ba boom boom, a boom boom festival, boom boom. Ba ba boom boom, a boom boom festival, boom boom. Ba ba boom.